Welcome back. Coach Neil from the Black Dog Brotherhood. So today we're going to wrap it up with Pillar 5, evolution. So one of the biggest bugbears I have with the fitness industry, and you see it all the time, are these fucking 8-week challenges and 12-week challenges that come out. What you've got is a cookie cutter program that's designed for absolutely anybody. You pay your money and then you get absolutely no support after that. It's basically, here's your PDF of the nutritional protocol, here's your PDF of the training thing, and bye, they take your money, you never hear from them again. Okay. They make a shitload of money, but you get very little in return. Okay. There's no actual coaching involved in it, but here's what happens. Okay. There's only a few things that there's only a few ways this can actually go. So you either don't finish the program because there's no accountability. So if you think back to Pillar 4, we were talking about community and accountability. Accountability creates adherence and adherence creates results. With an 8-week challenge or a 12-week challenge, there is absolutely no accountability to finish it. Once they've got your money, they don't give a fuck whether you finish it, start it, whatever. You've already paid for it, okay? So what ends up happening is because you've got no accountability, you've got no support networks, you've got no community, you just stop. You don't finish it. The workouts get too hard. Your muscles get too sore. You get too tired of waking up early. The diet gets too boring. The diet's too rigorous. Whatever the case may be, whatever story you create around it, it doesn't get completed. So you don't get the results that you're hoping for. And then this reinforces your belief system that it doesn't work. Okay. I tried this 8-week challenge. I tried this 12-week challenge and it didn't work. I didn't lose the weight that I wanted to lose. I didn't put on the weight that I wanted to gain, the muscle that I wanted to gain. It didn't change anything in my headspace. I still feel crap. In fact, now that I've done it and I failed that as well, I feel even worse. Okay. That's the first outcome. The second outcome is you actually see it out to the end, but because it's a cookie cutter program, there's no coaching inside of it. There's no tweaking of the nutrition as you progress to actually make sure that your nutritional protocol is evolving with your body type. Okay. You may finish it, but you don't get the results that you're hoping for. You don't get the results that were promised to you. And once again, they don't give a fuck. They've got your money. They've given you their PDF that took them fucking half a day to print up, and that is the end of it. Okay. Third option. Okay, a little bit rarer, but does happen on occasion. Third option is, you do this 8-week challenge or 12-week challenge or even program that you've downloaded from some website. You stick to it. You do it by the book. You get the results that you wanted. You finish it, but then it's finished. 8-week challenge is over. The 12-week challenge is over. The program is over. The nutritional protocol is over. Yeah, fuck, that was good, feeling good, looking good. And time elapses and the results you got start to fade away. And then soon enough, you sort of wake up one morning, you look in the mirror and you go, holy crap, what happened? Fuck, I was looking good before. I was feeling good. So you start looking for the next shiny object. You start looking for the next thing to try and get those results again, okay? And that's pretty much how every program, every challenge, that's how it all sorts of plays out. So with the Black Dog Brotherhood, one of the things that I wanted to create was a system that allowed people to continue evolving for the rest of their life, or at least for several decades to come, okay? And that's what we call the Black Dog Brotherhood evolution system, okay? The evolution of the Black Dog Brother. So this ties in quite a few different factors, and I'm going to take you through it now. So you can see here what we have is the evolution system is determined by your body weight. So all the numbers that you see inside of this come from actual competitive weightlifting competitions, and they're designed from people who have never ever touched a weight before right through to somebody who is an advanced athlete, advanced or an elite athlete inside of the weightlifting community. Now, what we've got is, let me just bring this down. Okay, I've created this based on Spartan philosophy and Spartan rank structure because I'm a massive fan of the Spartans. So what we have is we have 5 different levels or 5 different ranks, however you want to view it. And inside of each one, there's certain goals that you need to tick to evolve, to move up to the next rank, okay? So looking at the very first one here, so you can see the Heelot. The Heelots were basically the slaves within the community, or the workers. They weren't the warriors going out and doing the fighting. So inside of each level, you can see that there is a primary focus. This is something that you will need to focus on inside of that rank. The biggest needs that you're going to have, key questions that you will have to ask yourself in order to move up a level, key questions that are going to come about naturally as a result of starting the program, because it's at the very beginning. Okay, and the struggles that you are going to face. So this is a good example. So overcoming a lack of motivation, because this is going to be very early on in the training program. Overcoming a fear of judgment. Some men, especially men who have severe anxiety, the thought of going to a gym can be near crippling. overcoming procrastination, okay, and actually committing to changing your life. These are all the things that you are going to face very early on with an advanced coaching program. Take it up a level, okay, and you can see here, as you start to get a little bit more comfortable, you're going to have a new primary focus once you hit all those goals, and I'll show you the strength goals in a sec that relate to this as well. You're going to have new needs as you evolve. You're going to find new key questions. You're going to hit points where you stop losing body fat. You stop gaining muscle. You start to learn a little bit more about yourself, and now you need to think about how you're going to actually change the negative things that you found out about yourself. So new questions are going to arise as a result of the new changes that you've implemented. And you're going to hit new struggles. So you can see here, hitting ceilings with your strength for the first time, experiencing your first weight loss plateau, learning how to tweak your routine. Okay, and this goes right on and on. And as we start to get up into the higher levels, okay, you can see here, so the Krypteia at the very top, this is for the people who have absolutely mastered everything. Now, this is going to take years. I've only hit Krypteia in probably 3 of my key lifts, okay? Sorry, 2 of my key lifts, and I'm Polymark in one of the other ones. But you can see here is that as you come up, one of the things that we start to implement is Black Dog brothers who have been in for a while, they can start to actually mentor newer guys, and they can mentor guys who are struggling because they've already been through those levels themselves, and it creates a self-fulfilling prophecy or a self-fulfilling routine as you evolve. You go from being the new guy to learning how to do this stuff, to learning how to tweak it when it doesn't work, to learning how to teaching new people, and it just ends up growing and growing. I've got quite a few guys inside of here now who are already what we call battle buddies. They've been partnered up with somebody who's struggling so that they can then pass on the knowledge that they've learned, and they can pass on what they've learned when they've plateaued, and they can pass on the changes that they've made throughout their life. Okay. Now, in line with that, there's certain strength goals that need to be hit. Okay. So you can see here, this is just one example of the bench press here. So you find your body weight. Okay. So we'll go to 100 kilos, make it nice and easy. Okay. And then depending on the level that you're at, there's a certain weightlifting target that you need to hit to evolve. And you need to hit that across all 4 of your primary lifts before you can evolve. The time that it takes to achieve that, that's about the same time that it's going to take for you to start to answer those key questions. That's the time that it's going to take for you to start analyzing the things in your life that you need to change. So at the same time that your strength is progressing through the strength training protocol, the time that has elapsed is allowing you to develop as a man, to develop as a person, to develop as a leader within the community. Okay, and as you go further up, there's also a cardiovascular element that we put in there as well, because we want to work on fitness as well as strength. Okay. So that is the Black Dog Brotherhood evolution system. Now, here's the thing. This is my philosophy on everything to do with training and everything to do with the Black Dog Brotherhood, okay? If you are still with, if any client, if any Black Dog brother is still with the Black Dog Brotherhood inside of 12 months, they are there because they want to be, not because they need to be. Inside of 12 months, man, the guys who have been in with us long term, they've learned everything that they're going to learn about strength training. They've learned everything they're going to learn about nutrition, okay? They've learned everything that they're going to learn about mindset. And it's then about applying it and tweaking it and knowing the steps to take, okay? The guys who stay with us long term, and that's pretty much all of them really, is because they want to be. It's because they want to be a part of the community. They want to have that support from the other Black Dog brothers. They want to support other Black Dog brothers inside of the community. They want to move up that evolution scale, okay? And even if at the end of their time with the Black Dog Brotherhood, they feel like they've got their life under control and they choose to move on, that is awesome. That is my ultimate goal, okay? My goal is not to keep guys locked in for the rest of their life. My goal is for guys to take as much as they possibly can, go back out into the world and apply what they've learned, okay? And tell other people about the Black Dog Brotherhood. I want other people to come in and start from the beginning so we can start coaching new people, okay? The only way I can do that is by giving all the guys who are in there absolutely everything that I've got in here, by giving them all the tools so that they can make the changes that they're going to make, go back out into the world and go, holy fuck, if you're struggling, you need to have a look at the Black Dog Brotherhood. That is what we want to achieve with it, okay? And that is evolution. And when they go back out, they've got that evolution system for life. They can take that with them, and for the rest of their life, as long as they can be accountable to themselves and don't need that extra layer of accountability that blokes starting the journey need, they can use that for the rest of their life and continue progressing for the rest of their life. Okay, that is the Black Dog Brotherhood evolution system, and that is Pillar 5. All right, so that is it. all 5 pillars of the Black Dog Brotherhood. Okay, you've got the PDF there, you've got tasks inside of that, and you've got a whole bunch of extra information here. And you've got these in emails now, so you can go back and review the videos anytime that you want. I am absolutely honored that you've taken the time to actually grab a hold of that PDF. I'm honored that you've taken the time to read it, and I hope that you're implementing everything that you've learned so that you can start your own journey, okay? Obviously, if you'd love to be a part of the Black Dog Brotherhood, we'd love to be, we'd love to play a part in your journey as well. You're going to have ample opportunity to jump in, book a coaching call. Coaching call is completely free. I handle all the coaching calls, so you'll be talking with me directly, and we can sit down and have a talk about where it is that you're at, where it is you'd like to be, what it is you'd like to do. If not, that's completely fine as well. You've got all the tools that you need to start moving forward to being the best version of yourself. Okay, thank you so much for your time. Take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I'll talk to you real soon.